The third Saturday in October. A simple name and a complex rivalry. For one side, the Big Orange is just not a color they can sit with, and the other side, Crimson, has them seeing red. Easy to assume everyone here has a lighter in hand, and now we get to see who will use it. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Vols will kick it away first. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
He was all by himself out there. Someone just lost track of their assignment.
And that's so frustrating because you want to make offenses earn it. And you don't want to give up big plays and bust coverages and let people run wide open, especially good players. Like, you know this guy's a good player, and you let him run wide open down the field.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. They'll try the run. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Looking to throw for it. The short hands. It's Young. Breaks into the open. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Fleming. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Hale. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Alabama!
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his big tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Jefferson. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with this... With his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Butler. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Motion from the wideout. Leaves it with the back. They make the tackle after he gets two down to the 25. Despite all the bitterness in the Alabama-Auburn rivalry, to many, this game, Alabama-Tennessee, has the richest tradition and carries the most importance.
And you think of some of the legends that have trolled the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Paul Bear Bryant, Johnny Majors, Nick Saban. This has been such a critical game, not just in the SEC, but all across college football as well, Dave.
Yeah, in 1901, going back that far, this rivalry, the fans absolutely don't like each other. Now, they don't like anything about each other. Every time the other team's playing, they're cheering against them. This game has always meant a lot.
Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a third down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced the big interception.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They go to the ground. Picks up the first down. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Offense set on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. The give to the left. Got a little space. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
Yeah, they're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. And if you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking for space. It's Young. He breaks a tackle. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Snagged in the middle. It's Hamilton. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
And he's just kind of proven that he's difficult to defend. I mean, I'm playing defense, and we've seen him have success throwing the ball through the air. But now, nice job dropping back, trying to force the ball down the field, but does a really smart thing. Just kind of tucks it, takes off, and gets the first down. This guy's showing you a little bit of everything today.
He got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Slams it ahead. Just hammer it with this running back again. He noses his way into the end zone.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
To the air on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Lewis. At midfield, he's got room. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. And the Volunteers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Stepping to the right. Makes the grab. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll park it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The hand to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Motion from the wide receiver. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hale. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And we're not used to seeing this from this offense. This offense usually clips at a really high level on 3rd down. They execute well. Tip your cap to the defense. They won that battle.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Bringing the heat. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes in the 39.
And it's amazing that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game because they've turned it over a couple times and they've been sacked a couple times right now. They have no rhythm on offense right now. You have got to give the defense tons of credit. They are dominating in the trenches. That's the big story so far.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And they can't make the play on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Off the play fake on first down. Looking left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the first half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit.
Hits the afterburners. Touchdown, Bama. Once he got some room, it was over. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. With the catch, it's Jefferson.
He's just got a knack, doesn't he? Just finds his way out of things and scrambles outside the pocket and then makes plays, gets completions. It's just so frustrating for a defense to try to bottle a guy up like this with so much talent.
Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Jefferson. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too. Give to the back.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. From the gun, wants to pass. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Here comes that Alabama offense. The give to the right. Shakes off the defender. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, missed the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Now the play fake. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Got some room, heading to the goal line. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency. And I think the biggest problem has been...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The Tide is high and rolling as they try to send Rocky Top to rock bottom, and they've built a big lead.
And Alabama's simply been the more physical team in this game, and you're starting to see that exert itself here in the second half. They're pulling away, David. Tennessee's going to have to do something here, keep this thing close.
And the hard part for Tennessee is you got to stay positive. You got to believe you can win. This series hasn't always been in their favor, and they kind of know Bama's had their number of late, but they got to stay positive. They got to make something happen on this next drive.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. From the gun, running back on the move. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised. But
oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Davis. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Vols have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll leave it with him. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Vols have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Jefferson. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 2nd down. Let's go. Wants to go up top. Dances away to buy time. Keeps it himself and gets the first. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Now they'll run the draw. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they try to go with draw. They didn't catch the defense blitzing, so it wasn't a great look anyway. But up front, they just got beat regardless. And that back, David, had nowhere to go.
He had nowhere to go, but those offensive linemen, you got to set and you got to invite those defensive linemen up the field and kind of push them by. And you could tell they didn't do that. They didn't create any holes. There was really nowhere for him to go. You got to give him that first little hole, and then maybe he can make a move. So the offensive line needs to do a better job.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
I think one of the keys of this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Handoff from the gun. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. Dead center perfect. It's our forced to settle for the field goal. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Turning it on! And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown tie! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
mismatch in the middle. It's Butler. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Volunteers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Lions. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Wants to throw it. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
This time on target. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Caught close to the marker. It's Lions. Run out of bounds, they'll spot him at the 24. And the Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10.
First down for the offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. On the move, he fires. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
It's 1st down from the 11. To the air on 1st down. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He'll throw it. Touchdown, Volunteers! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Young. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They'll go right back to the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The give to the back. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Caught over the middle. It's Lewis.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your steps, making the right read, and accurate.
It's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. They'll go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done.
There he goes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Looks as if they're going to get this W. Really good performance on the ground today, guys, against a team that was nipping at their heels in the top 25.
Yeah, and kind of like, all right, dude, well, you're going to go ahead and go back down a few spots. You weren't ready to be up here near us. big prove-it game throughout the season, right? It's building blocks, Palmer, right? We're starting the first quarter of the season. Nice win for this unit.
It's got to feel really good, David. You're right, to know what you can lean on. This is going to be a long, physical, grind season, and they know after today, they can run the football. They can trust this offensive line to get it done. Very, very impressive.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Leaves it with the back. He stopped at the 27-yard line, needed a little bit more to pick up that first down, and now they have a decision to make. Again takes the win in this smoking hot rivalry between the Vols and the Crimson Tide, and the party in Tuscaloosa will last well into the night. That's going to do it from here for